Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Michigander Man, and today I'm here to bring you guys another adventure. This one's going to be very awesome, very amazing, and I'm so happy that they are actually finally restoring this very historic landmark here in West Michigan. It was once a long lost, abandoned cemetery. It has been found and it's being restored by local historians. There's a Facebook group page. I'm going to put all their information below. I've been trying to find this place. There's a story to this.
Hudsonville Cemetery, more than a century old, is being painstakingly uncovered and documented by a group of local history buffs, with some that have personal ties to the people who are resting there.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Our Michael Martin took a trip with that group out to the wooded spot this morning. He has that story tonight.
Just up this muddy, slightly overgrown hill here in Hudsonville is a cemetery rarely touched by human hands within the last 100 years. But now a group of people working to clean it up, restore it, and shed light on this little corner of almost forgotten local history.
So we think this was an original path where it was cleaned out one of the times, so we've created a path.
Walk no more than 100 feet into the woods off Berry Street in Hudsonville, and you will slowly feel the chains of time fall off. As you tiptoe around tombstones that date back nearly 200 years, the Shackhuddle Cemetery reminds you just how recently your ancestors walked the same ground as you do now.
Stop and read as you pass by. As you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so you must be. Prepare for death and follow me.
This reminder of our own mortality found on the grave of Abijah Edson.
Everybody that is aware of this tombstone loves this one because of the saying on it.
Edson was granted this plot of land back in the 1850s by the United States government for his service in the War of 1812. And he is the catalyst that has brought this group of local historians out here to restore the cemetery.
I went to the Hudsonville Library and they have a history room.
And hanging on the wall of that history room was this land grant signed by our 14th president, Franklin Pierce.
It was land that was given to Abijah Edson, a volunteer for the War of 1812. So, as gratitude, he was granted some land here in Hudsonville. And so that's what this document just states.
Steve Latchaw would soon discover that there was a cemetery somewhere on Edson's property, leading him to meet up and team up with Sherry Fuss.
My mother brought me here once, and I have ancestors that are buried in here. In fact, almost all of them that are in there I can connect to my family. And so I wanted to find the grave of my 3 times great-grandmother, Polly McCoy.
Going off whatever scarce records they could dig up, they began the delicate process documenting what remained on the property.
This is Polly.
She found her 3 times great-grandmother's resting place just last week.
I had an image of Polly McCoy's tombstone, and I knew it was about in front of a tree like that, but that was back in 1986. Today I have found Polly McCoy.
From there, the group has worked to locate and begin uncovering the rest of the tombstones.
We don't want to move any at this point or use any chemicals on them. We're just using water to try to read them. We want to move the brush out of here, the logs out of here, get all this out of here. There could be stones under here, we don't know.
Some of them have had pieces visible above the ground. Others have been found only through carefully poking the soft ground.
We've been using this orange sticks to do some tapping. My husband came out and tapped, and that's how we found some of the stones.
The group is sharing the process via a Facebook page they started and have community cleanup days planned in coming weeks to continue the process of uncovering a piece of West Michigan history.
The condition is so poor that we can't even tell if the stones were in their original place. So, but I'm going to map every single stone so we know where it is right now. So we have a beginning point, and soon I hope we have an end point.
Now the project is just getting underway at this point, but if you want to follow along with the journey or perhaps help yourself, we've got links on our website to a Facebook page where the whole thing is being documented. For now, in Hudsonville, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.
And this is all you see when you come up to the cemetery. This is actually a sign that they made. And this was a trail at one time, but they added stairs to get up to the cemetery. And it's crazy because of the cemetery where it is. It's surrounded by a residential area throughout here. I mean, this is all residents. There's houses and stuff right on the other side of this. But I'm going to do my best to tell you guys as much history of this land as I possibly can, and of the people that are resting here. And when you come to here, if you guys come to the cemetery, make sure you're respectful and stuff, and you don't do any digging. Get permission with all that. This is gotta be the trail that goes up to it. Oh, here we are. Here's one of the broken headstones. Couldn't find a whole lot of information on this beautiful lady, but her name is Ellen E. Waite. She was born in 1845 and she died in 1877. She was formerly Ellen Welch of Erie County, New York. She was married to Thomas Milo Waite. He served in the 3rd Michigan Infantry during the Civil War. And his burial location is in the Granville Cemetery in Granville, Michigan. The grave of Nicholas Botsam, February 25th, 1825 to February 5th, 1889, and his wife, Melinda. It's crazy to think that this cemetery is in the middle of a residential area. Like I said, I mean, there's houses and stuff around here. There's a house right here, and it's right in the middle. I'll show you guys, like, this cemetery is really in the middle of somebody's driveway right on the other side that goes to their house. Right there is the driveway that leads up to somebody's house. And there's a house right over here. So that literally goes through the cemetery up to this house. But we're not gonna disrespect them. Looks like a child's headstone. Here's Polly's. The inscription on Polly's headstone reads, "Sleep, mother, and take thy rest. God called thee home. He thought it best." She married Matthew McCoy on February 11th, 1823 in Richfield, Medina County, Ohio. Polly passed away from dropsy at the age of 68 years. In memory of I'm gonna have to look some of these headstones up, guys, and I will do my best to look some of these up and give you guys the bit of information that I know of each of the headstones and the people buried here. I know there isn't a lot, but I'll do my best to tell you guys who these people were and are. They all have a story, each and every one of them. This whole place is nothing but history, and there's a lot of stories here, a lot of history. And here is the main person who owned the property. When Abijah Edson was born on August 16th, 1793 in Massachusetts, United States, his father James Edson was 34 and his mother Livonia Rebecca Hancock was 32. He married Cynthia Harrington in 1814 in New York, United States. They were the parents of at least one son and 9 daughters. He lived in Northampton Township, Summit, Ohio, United States. In 1850, he registered for the military service. In 1812, he died on 26 May 1873 in Georgetown Township, Ottawa, Michigan, United States, at the age of 79, and was buried in Georgetown Township. And you guys know the rest of his story from the Fox 17 News video that they did about him. What an amazing, amazing man. Thank you so much, sir, for your service, and thank you for protecting our country. And we will protect your land. Best to reach out to these people, and I would love to help with the restoration process of the cemetery and see if there's any more graves in here. Look, here's one that's completely busted up. I have no idea if there's headstone or graves through here. They're still researching and searching for headstones. Could be completely covered through here. They got a lot of work still to get this whole totally restored. I mean, they've done a lot of work here the way it looks. When I came this way a few years ago, there was actually no sign or anything to get up here, and there's no way I was going to trespass because it looked like somebody's yard. I mean, it still looks like somebody's yard. This don't look like your typical cemetery, but it's a cemetery. I'm scared to walk anywhere because I'm afraid to step anywhere because I feel like I'm going to be stepping on graves. So you never know how many graves are throughout this property right here. There's a headstone right here. Can't tell who this is. There's one right here. Headstones, and they're going to be restoring this whole cemetery. It's probably going to take years and years and years to restore this. But what a beautiful, beautiful piece of West Michigan history right in front of us. I'm so close to people's houses. There's like literally a house right in front of me, and I don't want to film. It's crazy to think that their yard, I mean, is a cemetery basically. Who knows if the cemetery extends to where the houses are. I'm just trying to stay in the boundaries of what I'm able to, because I'm not trespassing on nobody's property. So I don't know where the boundaries really are. I'm just sitting in the general area of the cemetery. Sit here and pay. I mean, that's why they put these little benches out here, so you sit and pay your respects. I think that's what I'll do. Mr. Edson, you sir are not forgotten about. You definitely are not forgotten about. An 1812 war veteran. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this adventure. And what an amazing adventure this was, and what an amazing adventure for this community, West Michigan, this cemetery. What an amazing adventure this cemetery is going to have in the next decade, with all the people helping to bring it back to life and restore this historic landmark. I hope I get to be a part of it, but I will put their Facebook link below, guys, and any information that I can find, and I'll let you guys know. So I am so excited. I'm so very happy that this piece of history is being saved. Until the next adventure, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.